Self-conscious.
Okay, let's talk about inventions.
Let's do
Build-A-Bear workshop. You know that. That's so popular.
I do indeed.
Baby Einstein, Shabby Chic. Did you know all these things were invented or created by moms?
Yeah, amazing.
Turn your idea into a successful business. It's much easier than you think. Here to show us how is the author of Secrets of Millionaire Moms. Learn how they turn great ideas into booming businesses and how you can too. Please welcome Tamara Monosov. Hi, Tamara. Thank you so much. You have also created a great invention. Tell us how this came about.
I invented a product called the TP Saver, which prevents kids and pets from unraveling the toilet paper, which at first is really cute until your child clogs the toilet, which is what my daughter did. And so I just went to the store to purchase the gadget to prevent kids from doing that, and there wasn't anything, so I invented it.
Wait, how old was your daughter when she did this?
She was 10 months old.
Oh, my gosh.
We actually have some pictures, because when this came up, everyone who has like a daughter or my niece, we were like, oh my gosh, we totally know the toilet paper stories. This is my niece, Miley, you know, playing with the toilet paper, unraveling. And then we have Macy, who is the daughter of our director, Marty. Look at that. She made an outfit out of herself with the toilet paper.
Outfit, yeah.
And then we have a picture of, that's your gadget there. And is that your daughter when she's young?
It is. Now she's about 5.5.
Does she look at that picture and go, oh, Mom?
I know. It's like,
But the toilet's no longer clogged, right?
No, that is true. And, you know, like seeing those pictures, they are so cute. But really, when you have to call a plumber, it really loses its charm.
So why don't we show how this thing works?
Sure.
Okay. We've got a roll of toilet tissue, or this is what I call it, toilet paper here.
And you just leave it mounted. You don't have to take anything off.
Okay.
So you're the mounter.
You're the mounter.
Right.
You just
I'm
insert the tube inside the tube, and then it's got a toddler safety cap, so it actually locks into place so kids can't undo it, but it's really easy for adults to do.
Right.
Oh.
And the part that goes over the paper keeps the kids and the pets from being able to unravel.
Exactly.
Right.
And what happens is, you know, they lose interest.
Yeah, they lose it. They can't do
oh my gosh,
unraveling
you're
trick.
genius.
That's
now,
great.
How did you come up with this idea while raising 2 young daughters?
Well, my first daughter was the inspiration behind actually my whole company, Mom Inventors. And as I was going through the process of bringing my own product to market without having any experience whatsoever, I met other women along the way who kept saying, well, gosh, you know, how do you do this? Which is why I created the Mom Inventors website to offer a community of support for other women who were aspiring to do this as well. And then what ended up happening, there were some women who didn't want to go into business, but wanted to license their ideas or sell them and also see them on store shelves. And so that's where we started to license ideas and then put our Mom Invented brand on our packaging and bring them to market on their behalf. As your
idea began to grow, though, into a thriving business, how did you manage to balance that with raising your 2 daughters?
It's really hard. I had another one in between. And checking email and nursing at the same time. No, it is.
Well, what would
really
you say was the
challenging.
biggest challenge?
Time and exhaustion, especially when you've got young ones at home, because as an entrepreneur, you are having to work long hours. I think people have this, there's this myth that you're going to have all this flexibility, which you do, but you also have to put in a lot of hard work and extra hours. But the advantage is that you can fit in the time around when your kids are napping, and obviously when your kids are older and in school, then you have more time.
Right.
Okay, well, you have some great tips for us. These are basically tips that you say can get you started into business, secrets for success. The first one is you are your first inventor. Investor.
Yes.
You are your first investor.
And that's really important because you have to believe in what you're doing first and educate yourself about the process and put your own time and effort into it in order for others to start to believe in what you're doing too and support you.
And your second tip is to verbalize your dreams.
You have to be able to speak what you are intending to do. So if you're going to bring a product to market or if you're going to create a service type business, I mean the moms in the book have all different types of businesses, internet businesses, restaurants, everything. You have to start to speak about it and then it becomes a reality.
Your next tip is create a support network?
Yes, you need to reach out. There's so many organizations out there that offer this type of support, and you need to surround yourself with people that are doing similar type things so that you can, look at them for resources and, the support that you need.
And you are now part of that network of support,
yes.
As a matter of fact. Number 4, you say leverage your creativity in building your business. Leverage your creativity.
This is one of your greatest assets, is that you don't have to think of your business in one particular way, and that's why I love the women in this book, because they share their stories about how they built their businesses, and because most of them didn't have business backgrounds, they weren't constrained to think about their business models in a particular way. So they did have the internet businesses, they did do franchising, they did do restaurants, they did create products, and so they really were free to invent and create the business that fit their needs.
Just a couple of moms in your book. One is the Build-A-Bear mom. That's just like a huge empire right now. Shabby Chic, which is everybody knows about Shabby Chic. And then the other one that we were talking about is
Victoria Knight, the Airborne Health.
Airborne Health, and then the one I just said at the very beginning. The Baby Einstein.
Yeah.
That's humongous.
And what I love about it is that they're all different types of businesses. So you've got Julie Clark, who wanted to have wonderful DVDs to educate children. Maxine Clark, which is interesting, is she's the very first one to say that she didn't invent the teddy bear, but what she came up with was a way to create an emotional connection between the teddy bear and the child and the caregiver. So it's an experience.
Right.
So it's really interesting to see how these women were able to do this.
Let's move forward with the tips. Number 5, you say accept and embrace the basics.
Yes, you have to get over your fear, which is why in the first chapter I talk about overcoming fear. And you need to create a business plan that supports your dream. And then you also have to find the money. A whole chapter is dedicated to finding the money to fund your business, and you have to learn the numbers. And if that's an area of concern of yours, you just have to learn how to do it. And then finally, the last thing is to refuel your spirit. And as an entrepreneur, you're going to hit low points. And as a parent juggling everything, it's hard. It really is hard at times. And so you need to find the thing that helps refuel your spirit. So if it's going for a walk, or if it's prayer or poetry, whatever it is that gives you energy, know what it is so that you can draw upon it when you're feeling low.
And what was that for you? What refueled your spirit?
Actually, walking in nature and being with my girls is just makes me, it's like heaven.
Well, it's great that your book kind of just lays it all out there, step by step, the whole process. And actually, tomorrow's going to show us some great things created by mommies when we come back. Stay with us.
Really cool.